Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We got week 2 of the milestone event in Hockey Ultimate Team. We got 4 new master set players, as well as some new special milestones that will upgrade a lot like the Phil Kessel in week 1. So we'll break down those and all of the other event cards. We'll take a look at the sets and talk a little bit about my recommendations on which cards you should build. All right, let's get into it. All right, guys, we'll start with some of the event cards from the week 2 release. We got the 82 TYSON BARRIE 5'11" with Booming Shot and Seeing Eye. Not a great skater. If you were just starting your HUT team and you had some silvers or some low golds in your lineup, this might be a card that you could use if he's going for the base price of 82 overall, or for 82 overalls. He's got 86 speed, 87 acceleration, which is kind of like the minimum you can take at this point. Booming Shot is a very good synergy. It's probably the best one that isn't a skating synergy, and it will help his body checking considerably, so he'd be a really decent, cheap right-handed defenseman. Next, we've got the 83 Caden Gooley with Magician and Send It. Really useless superstar ability. 84 speed, 84 acceleration, but does have 90 body checking to make up for it at 6'2". You would have to be someone who is extremely good at defending the rush. Like, he has to be paired with someone extremely fast for you to consider that, but there are players that would benefit from having someone with 90 body checking because he's going to be able to bump anyone off the puck in his own zone. But yeah, that'll be awfully tough to counteract the 84 speed and acceleration. Then we've got the 86 John Carlson, 86 speed, 85 acceleration with Bombarded. Again, for an 86 overall, that's a rough skating line, even though he is 6'3". Only has 84 body checking for that, and Heat Seeker is just not a great option. This would be an immediate sell for me, or maybe use it in a set for milestone collectibles. Just not really worth it at all, in my opinion. Brad Marchand gets a 86 overall milestone version with Gladiator. Brad Marchand has one of the worst builds among forwards. He's slow. He's built like someone who is 6'3", only he's 5'9". So has a good shot, but his skating is always really slow. He's only 5'9", and he's got 86 body checking. That's with Gladiator active. So there is just, even when he got his Team of the Year card in prior NHLs, he just really wasn't usable. It's just awfully tough. Unless you are obviously a Boston Bruin fan, I would just straight up avoid this one. And then we've got the 88 Jack Eichel with Protector and No Contest. Jack Eichel cards are phenomenal. 6'2", really high skating at 91, 90 acceleration, and 91 agility. Can use him at center as well with 83 on the faceoff dot. Really usable card here. He might be going for cheaper than what other 88s are going for, just because, you know, he's not a master set card, for example. But this is a very, very usable card and a very good one, in my opinion. So if you are looking for a non-MSP centerman, it might be Jack Eichel. Then the special release milestone players, these will upgrade to 89 and become master set players, a lot like the Edler, Ben, and Phil Kessel from week 1. So the 86 Steven Stamkos has Gladiator and Thief, 90 speed, 92 acceleration. He is a great card all the way around at 86. He needs 10 more goals to get up to 500 to hit that tier to get to 89. He is going to be a great card no matter what. So this is a phenomenal one. He's going to be very expensive, but that is going to be a very, very good card for sure. 10 more goals, I mean, that might be another 20 games, 25 games, so just keep that in mind, but he looks like he's going to be a very good card. And then we've got the 88 Alex Ovechkin, who will go up to an 89 overall with 13 more goals when he gets 802 to be second overall all time. That's really rough. You know, he's got silver close quarters, which is great, and he's a decent skater, and his shot has been messed with a little bit because now it's almost max. He's got one of the best shots in the game right now. The cost is going to be exceptional. You can't make them, so it is going to be a strictly pack and buy kind of situation. It's going to cost you so much, just like Phil Kessel did, probably even more, just because his shooting is specifically upgraded on this card. He will go up to 89 to get a little bit higher, but he's not going to improve as a skater all that much, so keep that in mind when you're trying to, if you're trying to buy him. All right, now on to the MSPs for week 2. These were leaked. There is one that was not, that we'll go over as well. So the 89 Nikita Kucherov, it will cost you 25 milestone collectibles to make the specific card. That will cost 3, and then the remaining 22 to upgrade him all the way to 89. He's got Gladiator as well-rounded. Gladiator is a very good synergy, as is Protector. If you add these together, he's got 91 speed, 92 acceleration, 93 agility, and gold elite edges. This is a buffed up version of the 88 Johnny Gaudreau card, or very similar to Teuvo Teravainen, to be honest with you. A very, very good shot. This is one of the best left-handed wingers in the game. However, because we got got Teuvo Teravainen for free, and maybe you have base McDavid, there is a lot of other options that you could go to get him, to get a card like him, but he is still one of the better left-handed wingers. There's just a lot of depth there right now, but nonetheless, an extremely effective card, especially with Gold Elite Edges. Then we've got the 89 Mike Green with Light the Lamp and Protector, as well as Bombarded and Gladiator. Again, I would go Gladiator as well as Protector. If you have two of those, you might be able to get them both. His body checking will be into the 90s. 91 speed, 91 acceleration, 91 agility. Very, very good skater in terms of other defensemen on the back end, and is 6'1" with over 90 body checking with those synergies activated, 90 defensive awareness. Not a huge fan of Heat Seeker or Seeing Eye. I just haven't found usefulness from them. I have liked Elite Edges on every single card, including Cale Makar, so you can use it on defense as well. It's not just for when you have the puck, it is when you are off the puck as well, so you can really keep up with players if they have Elite Edges even without the puck when you're defending. It is all going to depend on your team makeup if you should go after these guys. On my No Money Spent team, if you've been following that series, I went with Bowen Byram instead of Chris Letang, so I don't have any high-end right-handed defenseman. If you don't, 100% you want to make Mike Green. However, if you have a God squad like mine, I've already got X Factor Cale Makar, I've got Team Builder Larry Murphy, at which point I wouldn't go and get Mike Green because he's probably going to be arguably the third on that list, so it's all going to depend on your team makeup. If he's going to make your second pairing, and let's say the only cards I would have above him right now, like I said, Cale Makar is probably better, his X Factor, and then possibly Murphy, but other than that, really not else. But this is still one of the best right-handed defensemen, like I said, and on my No Money Spent team, he's 100% getting made. And then the last of the leaked master sets, we've got the 89 TEEMU SELANNE with Protector and Heart and Soul, as well as Gladiator and Well-Rounded. I'm starting to see a theme here. The thing with Heart and Soul and Gladiator is it boosts his endurance by +4. A lot of people were concerned about that because his base card, his base icon card, is very, very low on that. So 94 speed, 94 acceleration, 87 agility, which is a little tough just compared to some of the other cards at the cost and price point for this. He's got a shot above 90, hand stats of all above 90, very good defensively as well. Gold Close Quarters is one of the best abilities, as is Wheels on cards that have mid to high 90s skating. Make It Snappy, I'm not huge on, but this is one of the best right-handed winger cards in the game. I think that if you have Gladiator at least activated, then you're okay on endurance. You will notice it if he gets stuck out there. Like if he gets one long rush, that's probably it, but it isn't enough to deter you from making this or using this card. He is one of the best. Again, it will determine you, or will depend on your team build. If you don't have some of the other right-handers, like the high-end one, like McKinnon or Lemieux, for instance, he's a very, very good option and one of the best right-handed wingers. Again, especially with close quarters and wheels, that's a solid combo with 94 speed. And the final MSP for the week is the 89 Jenny Hirakoski from Finland. She's got Gladiator Wingman. You can also go Distributor, so double skating synergies. And the 5'5", 137 is awfully tough for a defenseman. Obviously, defensively, you're not gonna be able to bump people off the puck as effectively as you would with others. But she's got Gold Quick Pick, Silver Stick 'em Up, and Silver Shutdown, which are three of the best defensive abilities that you can get in the game. 92 speed, 92 acceleration, and her body checking is up at 93. So everything outside of the size is like almost endgame. It's incredible. However, I'm gonna try this card out because I want to see if the size makes that much of a difference on the back end in terms of being able to knock people off the puck, because if she can't, then it's gonna be tough, as well as the shot power. Shot power on some of these cards are, from the point, you really notice it. Like, you're never gonna score on a one-timer or a slap shot from the point, only if you go for tips, which is what I do quite often, so it is an effective strategy. But nonetheless, that is there is a lot of flaws, and I think the cost is way too high. However, her tradable MSP in the store is probably going to be very cheap, and we might be able to try it out for a cheap price, like I said. The sets for week 2 remain exactly the same as week 1, guys. So again, if you are looking to make specific cards, I would spend the extra collectible as opposed to doing the random choice pack and just get the one you want. Green and Selanne are for sures. Kucherov is tough. I'm going to try out Kucherov because Elite Edges has been so effective for me. But if you have free Teuvo Teravainen and you can buy the base McDavid for basically under 100,000 coins, I just don't know how much value you're going to get out of that, as opposed to making someone like Green if you don't have the Spotlight Letang or one of the team builders. So just something to keep in mind, guys. guys. And yeah, I'm excited. Some of these are awesome. I'm really excited to try out really all of them. But specifically green on my no money spent team. Just it's going to be fun to have 2 elite defensemen now in the back end. All right, guys, that is going to do it for the event for week 2. Let me know what you think in the comments section down below, and I will see you next time. Have a good one.